You won't believe these fruits are real. They look edited, fake, or like they were created by a science fiction artist instead of nature. Today, we are exploring huge and rare fruits that look completely unreal, with strange shapes and incredible sizes, showing that nature can be even more creative and surprising than anything we can imagine. So these are 25 massive and rare fruits in the world. Number 25. Jackfruit. The world's largest fruit is not only very big, it may also surprise you with its meaty taste and sweet tropical smell. The jackfruit comes from South and Southeast Asia. It is a very large fruit that can weigh up to 55 kilograms. That is more than 120 pounds. And it can grow as long as 90 centimeters. It is officially the largest fruit that grows on a tree anywhere in the world. But what makes it really special is what is inside. Inside its rough, spiky green skin are hundreds of sweet golden pods. Each pod contains a seed. The inside part of the fruit has a naturally sweet taste that is almost like tropical bubblegum. When the fruit is not fully ripe, its texture becomes firm and meat-like, which is why many people use it as a replacement for meat in vegetarian dishes. One jackfruit tree can produce up to 200 fruits every year, which makes it one of the most productive food sources in tropical areas. Number 24. Rambutan. If a sea urchin and a lychee had a child, it would probably look like a rambutan. This eye-catching fruit from Malaysia and Indonesia is covered in long, soft hair like spines. Its name literally means hairy in Malay. These spines are bright red and green, which makes clusters of rambutan look almost festive, and like something from another world. When you peel off the spiny outer shell, you find smooth, shiny white flesh inside that surrounds a single long seed. The texture is soft and juicy, similar to a grape. Its flavor is sweet, with a light floral taste like a mix of lychee and strawberry. Rambutan grows in clusters of 10 to 20 fruits at a time. It comes from trees that can live and keep producing fruit for up to 20 years. It is one of the most important tropical fruits in Southeast Asia and is widely exported around the world in both fresh and canned forms. Rambutan is also very nutritious. It is rich in iron, vitamin C, copper, and strong antioxidants. Number 23. Pumpkins. Botanically, pumpkins are fruits, and the Atlantic giant variety breaks almost every record you can imagine. The current world record for the heaviest pumpkin is an incredible 1,247 kilograms. That is almost 2,750 pounds. These huge orange pumpkins are grown in competitive farming contests all around the world. They need very careful daily attention, including specially controlled nutrition water and even physical support so they do not collapse under their own weight. Even though Atlantic giant pumpkins are not usually eaten because their flesh is watery and has a fibrous texture, they show the absolute limit of what fruit biology can do. People who grow them competitively spend entire growing seasons, and sometimes even years, perfecting their methods. They treat these pumpkins more like science experiments than normal garden vegetables.
My son's also here today. He grew a beautiful orange pumpkin.
Number 22. The Coco de Mer. The Coco de Mer is considered one of the most remarkable fruits on Earth. This fruit grows only on two small islands in the Seychelles, Praslin and Curious, and nowhere else in the world. It produces the largest seed of any plant on Earth, and it is also the heaviest fruit of any wild plant. A single fruit can weigh up to 25 kilograms and grow up to 50 centimeters long. But the most unusual feature of the Coco de Mer is its shape. The double-lobed nut has a very distinct form that closely resembles the human pelvis and buttocks. Because of this striking shape, European sailors who found these nuts washed up on shores in the Indian Ocean once believed they came from magical trees growing at the bottom of the sea. The name Coco de Mer literally means coconut of the sea. The Coco de Mer palm takes about 25 years before it produces its first fruit. After pollination, the nuts take 6 to 7 years to fully mature, which is the longest development time of any fruit in the world. The jelly-like flesh inside young nuts is considered a special delicacy in the Seychelles. Because they are extremely rare and legally protected, Coco de Mer nuts are strictly controlled by the government of the Seychelles. Any legally exported nuts must have an official certificate of authenticity, and they can be sold for hundreds of dollars each. Number 21. Durian. The durian is often called the king of fruits in Southeast Asia. Durian fruits can grow up to 30 centimeters long and can weigh as much as 8 kilograms. They are covered in sharp thorn-like spikes, which make them look more like medieval weapons than food. But when you open one, you find a rich, creamy flesh that feels like custard. Its taste is often described as a complex mix of almond vanilla and cream cheese. However, there is one major thing: is its smell. The durian has such a strong and unpleasant odor that it is actually banned on public transport in Singapore and several other Asian countries. Many hotels also put up signs that forbid it. Some people say the smell is like rotten onions or dirty gym socks. Even so, millions of people across Asia still consider it one of the most delicious foods they have ever eaten. A single high-quality durian in Japan has even been sold for more than $1,000 at an auction. Number 20. Miracle fruit, small in size, but extremely unusual in its effects. The miracle fruit from West Africa is one of the most scientifically interesting fruits in the world. This small red berry is about the size of a coffee bean. It contains a special protein called miraculin. When you eat the fruit, miraculin attaches itself to the taste receptors on your tongue. After that, for about 30 to 60 minutes, sour foods start to taste sweet. Lemons taste like lemonade. Vinegar tastes like apple juice. Even hot sauce can taste like sweet chili candy. Scientists have been researching miraculin for many years because it may be useful as a natural sugar-free sweetener, especially for people with diabetes. Because of this unusual effect, miracle fruit tasting events have become popular social activities in many cities. In these events, people eat the berry first and then try different sour and bitter foods to experience how their taste changes. Number 19. Cempedak. Often less well known than its famous relative, the jackfruit. The Cempedak is a large tropical fruit from Malaysia and Indonesia that deserves much more attention. It can grow up to 45 centimeters long and has a thin, rough outer skin with small bumps. Inside it contains golden yellow flesh that is softer and juicier than jackfruit. It also has a stronger smell and a richer sweetness that is often compared to honey. In Malaysian food culture, Cempedak is commonly sliced, coated in batter, and deep-fried as a popular street food snack. The seeds are also boiled and eaten. When the fruit is ripe, it becomes very fragrant, and local people say its smell can be noticed from far away. Even though it has a great taste, it is still not well known outside of Southeast Asia. Number 18. Physalis. The physalis is one of nature's most beautiful examples of natural packaging design. It is also known as the Cape gooseberry or goldenberry. Physalis fruits grow inside a thin papery husk. This husk works like a natural protective covering. It looks like a paper lantern or a small Japanese origami shape. When the fruit becomes ripe, the husk dries out and becomes partly see-through, showing the golden yellow berry inside. The taste of physalis is a well-balanced mix of sweet and sour flavors. It can be compared to a combination of vanilla, pineapple, and strawberry. It contains a high amount of vitamins A, B, and C. It also has antioxidants called withanolides, which have been studied for their anti-inflammatory effects and possible anti-cancer properties. Physalis originally comes from the Andean highlands of Peru and Colombia, where people have grown it for thousands of years. Today, it is grown on a large scale in countries like South Africa, Colombia, Kenya, and China. It has also become popular in fine dining restaurants around the world. It is often used as a decoration on desserts, where the husk is opened and spread out like a flower. Number 17. Breadfruit. The breadfruit is maybe one of the most important fruits in human history, and it does not look like what most people think a fruit looks like. It originally comes from the Pacific Islands. Breadfruit grows in large round green clusters that can be up to 30 centimeters wide. When it is baked, roasted, or fried, the inside becomes starchy and develops a texture and taste very similar to freshly baked bread. This is the reason it is called breadfruit. Breadfruit is extremely productive. A single tree can produce up to 200 fruits every year for many years. A British captain named William Bligh tried to move breadfruit plants from Tahiti to the Caribbean in 1789 so they could be used as cheap food for enslaved people. This journey became famous because it led to the mutiny on the Bounty. Today, organizations such as NASA and the Global Breadfruit Alliance are researching breadfruit as an important food source for the future. It can help feed millions of people in tropical areas while needing very little farming effort. Number 16. Kiwano. If an alien spaceship landed on Earth and left behind a fruit, it would probably look exactly like the kiwano. Kiwano, also known as African horned cucumber or jelly melon, comes from the Kalahari Desert in Africa. Its outer shell is bright orange and covered with long, sharp spikes. Because of this, it looks similar to a medieval weapon like a mace. When you cut it open, you see a bright green jelly like inside filled with seeds. It looks almost like something from a science fiction movie. The taste is mild and refreshing. It is often described as a mix of cucumber, banana, and lime. It also contains a lot of water, which makes it very useful for keeping hydrated in dry desert areas. Today, kiwano is also grown in places like California, New Zealand, and Chile. It is becoming more common in high-end grocery stores around the world, where it is used as an exotic garnish and food item.
Look at this. Very popular in the Asian community.
Number 15. Marula. The marula is a fruit from southern Africa. It is often called the elephant fruit because African elephants travel long distances just to eat fallen marula fruits during the fruiting season. The marula tree produces small fruits that are about the size of plums. These fruits have soft, creamy yellow flesh, but inside there is a very large seed that takes up most of the fruit. The taste of fresh marula is sweet and tropical, with flavors similar to lychee and citrus. There is a well-known story about this fruit. Many people believe that elephants intentionally eat fermented marula fruit to become intoxicated. This idea became popular after a viral video. However, scientists have mostly proven that the strongest version of this claim is not true. Even so, elephants really do like marula fruit and actively search for it. The seed of the marula fruit contains an oil that has a very special fatty acid makeup. This oil does not spoil easily because it resists oxidation very well. Marula oil is now used in luxury skincare products around the world. It is also linked to the brand Amarula, which makes a famous cream liqueur using the fruit. Number 14. Tamarillo. The tamarillo, also known as the tree tomato, grows on a small tree. This tree is native to the Andes region, including Peru, Chile, Ecuador, and Bolivia. The fruit looks just like an elongated tomato, usually deep red or yellow, and it hangs from the tree. This makes sense because tomatoes and tamarillos belong to the same plant family called Solanaceae. When you cut a tamarillo open, the inside looks similar to a tomato. However, the taste is very different. Raw tamarillo is very sour and tangy. Its flavor is complex and can remind you of tomato passion fruit and tamarind all at the same time. The skin of the fruit is very bitter, so it is never eaten. Only the inside flesh and seeds are eaten. In New Zealand, tamarillo was first grown commercially in the 1920s, and it was given its modern name there. People in New Zealand often eat it with sugar for breakfast. It is also used to make chutneys, jams, sauces, and juices. It is one of the few fruits that is used both like a fruit and like a vegetable in cooking. Number 13. Jabuticaba. Most fruits grow on branches, but the Jabuticaba grows directly on the trunk and main branches of its tree. This makes it one of the most unusual and striking sights in the plant world. During the fruiting season, the trunk of the Jabuticaba tree becomes completely covered with dark purple fruits that look like grapes. From a distance, it can look like the tree is covered in a thick purple layer, almost like a fur coat. The Jabuticaba is native to Brazil. The fruit itself is sweet and jelly-like, with a white or sometimes pink inside that surrounds small seeds. People eat it fresh, and it is also used to make wine jams and liqueurs. This fruit is very hard to export because it starts to ferment within 3 to 4 days after being picked. Because of this tasting, fresh Jabuticaba outside of Brazil is very rare and special.
And look how much fruit is in it.
Number 12. Black sapote. The idea of a fruit that naturally tastes like chocolate pudding without any added sugar sounds almost unbelievable. The black sapote is native to eastern Mexico, Central America, and Colombia. From the outside, it does not look special at all. It is a round green fruit that looks similar to an unripe tomato. But when it is fully ripe and you cut it open, the inside changes completely. It becomes dark brown, soft and smooth, with a texture like mousse. It really tastes like mild chocolate pudding. This fruit is low in fat and high in vitamin C. It has about 4 times more vitamin C than an orange. Because of this, nutrition experts and food scientists are very interested in it as a possible healthy dessert option. Black sapote can also be mixed with milk and honey to make a smoothie. This drink tastes very similar to a chocolate milkshake, even though it contains no cocoa. The fruit belongs to the persimmon family, which makes its chocolate-like taste even more surprising. Number 11. The Cupuacu. Deep in the Amazon rainforest of Brazil, a fruit grows that scientists and nutrition experts call a superfood of the future. This fruit is called Cupuacu, which is closely related to cacao, the plant used to make chocolate. It grows in large brown hard pods that can be up to 25 centimeters long. Inside each pod, there is a soft, creamy white pulp with a tangy taste. This pulp surrounds big seeds. The taste of Cupuacu is very complex and unusual. It can taste like a mix of chocolate, pineapple, banana, and pear all at the same time in one bite. The seeds of Cupuacu are used to make Cupuacu butter. This is a rich white fat that is similar to cocoa butter. It is used in beauty and skincare products, and it can also be used as a replacement for chocolate ingredients in some foods. The white pulp of the fruit is used in drinks like juices in ice cream, and in a popular Brazilian dessert called Cupuacu mousse. Scientists have found that Cupuacu contains strong antioxidants and special compounds called theacrine. These compounds are not found in any other known fruit. Because of its useful properties, the cosmetic industry has invested a lot in Cupuacu butter as a more natural and environmentally friendly alternative to palm oil. Number 10. Finger lime. The finger lime is often called the caviar of the citrus world because of its unique texture and taste, and one taste makes it clear why. The finger lime comes from the subtropical rainforests of Australia. It is a thin fruit shaped like a finger and is about 6 to 8 centimeters long. When you cut it across and squeeze it, something amazing happens. Hundreds of tiny round pieces come out. Each piece is like a small pearl filled with citrus juice, and it pops in your mouth like caviar. The taste can be very sour or tangy sweet depending on the type. The fruit also comes in different colors such as light green pink, dark red and purple. Aboriginal people of Australia have been collecting and eating finger limes for thousands of years. Today, top chefs around the world use finger limes as a luxury ingredient. They add it to fancy dishes, seafood meals and cocktails to improve both taste and appearance. Because it is difficult and time-consuming to grow, finger limes can cost more than $150 per kilogram at wholesale prices. Number 9. Square watermelon. Here we have a fruit that exists not just because nature created it, but because human creativity and innovation made it possible. The square watermelon was created in Japan in the 1970s by a farmer in Kagawa Prefecture. He had a simple problem. Round watermelons roll off refrigerator shelves and are hard to cut and use. His solution was clever. He grew the watermelons inside square boxes made of tempered glass. Because of this, the watermelons slowly took the shape of the box as they grew. In Japan, square watermelons are mostly sold as luxury decorative items instead of being eaten. They are picked before they fully ripen so they can keep their square shape. They are sold in Japanese department stores at prices from $80 to more than $800 each. This idea has also been expanded to other shapes, including heart-shaped watermelons pyramid, shaped watermelons, and even watermelons with human faces carved into them while they are still growing. Japan's luxury fruit industry is one of the most unusual mixes of farming art and business in the world. Number 8. Meringue. The meringue is a unique fruit from the Artocarpus family, which also includes jackfruit and breadfruit, and it grows in Borneo and the southern Philippines. Many people who have tried it say it is one of the sweetest and most delicious fruits in the world. The fruit is round or slightly long in shape and is covered with soft green spikes that are not sharp. Inside, there is white flesh around each seed. This flesh is very sweet-soft and has a strong, pleasant smell. Its taste is often described as a mix of vanilla ice cream banana and coconut with a light citrus flavor. Meringue is extremely soft and delicate, so it cannot be transported over long distances. It must be eaten soon after it is opened because it quickly reacts with air and starts to spoil within a few hours. Because of this, it is very hard to export, which makes it one of the rarest fruits in the world. It is usually enjoyed only by people who can travel to the places where it naturally grows. Number 7. Noni. The noni fruit from Southeast Asia and Australasia is often considered one of the least attractive fruits in appearance on this entire list. It looks like a pale, bumpy, slightly see-through shape, similar to a cluster of bubble wrap that has turned into a fruit. When it is ripe, it becomes almost white and gives off a very strong and unpleasant smell, often compared to spoiled cheese or vomit. Even so, noni has been used in Polynesian and traditional medicine for more than 2,000 years. Indigenous Pacific Island communities used it to treat many health problems, including infections, inflammation, digestive issues, and fever. Modern scientific studies have found bioactive compounds in noni juice that may have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. In the early 2000s, noni juice became a major health supplement trend around the world, leading to billions of dollars in sales. Today, the fruit is widely grown in places like Hawaii, Tahiti, and the Caribbean for use in the supplement industry. Number 6. Pepino dulce. The Pepino dulce is a fruit that looks so unique and colorful that you might think it has been artificially painted. It originally comes from the Andean regions of Colombia, Peru, and Chile. The fruit has smooth light yellow skin with strong purple stripes running across it. Every Pepino dulce is different, and no two fruits have exactly the same stripe pattern. Inside, the flesh is soft and light orange-yellow. It is juicy and refreshing, and its taste is often compared to a mix of honeydew melon and cucumber with slight hints of vanilla. It is low in calories and also contains a good amount of vitamin C and potassium. Even though it comes from South America, the Pepino dulce is now also grown in countries like New Zealand, Spain, Turkey, and Morocco. In most Western supermarkets, it is still seen as a rare or unusual fruit, and its bright appearance makes it stand out clearly among regular fruits. Number 5. Yangmei. The yangmei is one of China's most loved fruits, but it is almost completely unknown outside East Asia. It is also known as Chinese bayberry or waxberry. Yangmei grows on trees that are native to the eastern Yangtze River region of China. The fruit is round and usually deep red or purple in color. Its surface is covered with many tiny bumps, making it look similar to a raspberry or a small sea urchin. The taste is a strong mix of sweet and sour, almost like a burst of flavor. It is often compared to pomegranate, but it has a richer and more complex taste, sometimes described as slightly like wine. In China, people eat yangmei fresh, preserve it in sugar or rice wine, and also use it in juices and traditional herbal medicine. Like Jabuticaba, yangmei spoils very quickly after being picked, usually within 1 to 2 days. Because of this, it is very hard to export fresh. Many Chinese people living outside the country say that missing fresh yangmei is one of their strongest food-related memories and feelings of nostalgia. Number 4. Ackee. The ackee is the national fruit of Jamaica and is one of the most strictly controlled fruits in the world. When it is unripe or not prepared correctly, ackee can be very dangerous. It contains a toxin called hypoglycine A, which can cause a serious illness known as Jamaican vomiting sickness, and it can even be deadly. Because of this risk, the fruit is not allowed to be imported into the United States unless it has been properly processed and canned. However, when it is fully ripe, and only after the fruit naturally opens its red pods to show the yellow parts inside, ackee is very tasty. The soft buttery flesh has a mild and slightly nutty flavor. It is often eaten with saltfish in Jamaica's national dish called ackee and saltfish. The fruit was introduced to Jamaica from West Africa in the 1700s by Captain William Bligh, who is also known for the mutiny on the HMS Bounty. This is why its scientific name is Bligia sapida. Number 3. Salak. One look at the salak fruit, and you can easily understand why it is called snake fruit. Salak is native to Indonesia, especially the islands of Java and Bali. The fruit has a dark, reddish-brown skin that is covered with overlapping scales. These scales look very similar to snake skin in both texture and appearance. When you peel off the scaly outer layer, you find cream-colored segments inside. These segments look a bit like an apple and have a crisp, dry texture. The taste is very unique. It is both sweet and sour at the same time, with light hints of honey and citrus. It also leaves a slightly dry, sharp feeling on the tongue after eating. Salak is very popular in Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand. The Salak Pondo variety from Yogyakarta in Indonesia is especially valued because of its sweetness, and it is also exported to other countries as a high-quality exotic fruit. Number 2. Monstera deliciosa. You have probably seen the Monstera plant leaves used as decoration in living rooms and on Instagram around the world. But many people do not know that it also produces a very interesting edible fruit. The Monstera deliciosa fruit looks like a long green corn cob covered with hexagon-shaped scales. It takes about 12 to 14 months to fully ripen. The ripening happens slowly. The scales fall off one by one from the bottom upward, revealing soft, creamy white flesh underneath. The taste is very unusual and rich. It is often described as a mix of pineapple, banana, coconut, and passion fruit all together. However, it is very important to wait until it is fully ripe. Unripe Monstera fruit contains sharp calcium oxalate crystals that can cause strong burning and irritation in the mouth. Only the fully ripe parts are safe to eat. This fruit originally comes from the tropical rainforests of southern Mexico, and even there, it is still considered a rare and special delicacy. Number 1. Buddha's hand. Imagine a lemon that has grown fingers. That is basically what Buddha's hand looks like. This unusual citrus fruit comes from northeast India and China. It is made up completely of a thick, fragrant outer peel that is split into many long finger-like sections. Inside, there is very little or almost no pulp or juice. Instead, the fruit is mostly made of a bright yellow rind that has a very strong and pleasant smell, similar to a mix of lemon and floral perfume. In Chinese and Japanese cultures, Buddha's hand is usually not eaten. Instead, it is kept in homes as decoration or used as a natural air freshener. It is also seen as a symbol of happiness, long life, and good luck, and people often give it as a gift during the new year. In Western cooking, chefs use the outer zest to add flavor to desserts, drinks, and sauces. Buddha's hand is also one of the oldest types of citrus fruit, even older than lemons and oranges.